plaintiff, Dan Falcone, says he and the defendant were college roommates in New York City, and they were good friends. Dan claims the defendant's biggest downfall was his anger, and Dan's suing because after he recently confessed to having sex with the defendant's college girlfriend, the defendant went into a rage and damaged his property. Defendant Junior Perez says Dan is a typical Jersey Shore rich kid who has had everything handed to him on a silver platter. Junior admits that he damaged Dan's property and says he would do it again because there was no reason for Dan to tell him about something that happened 10 years earlier.
All right, start with you.
So Junior and I used to be college roommates back about 10 years ago in New York City. And we were friends, and we would go out and have fun, you know, hit on girls and have fun going out. But the one thing that was really damaging was his rage and temper. What type of things would he do when he became? He would get into fights with the bouncers all the time.
He lost all those.
Yes.
I'm sure.
So half of those you started.
I'm talking.
Let me get over to you. You'll give me some
we went
background.
to the same school.
Huh?
We went to the same school.
Okay, very good. You guys graduate?
We did.
We did.
Good. All right, amongst all the drinking and fighting and everything, you didn't party
Somehow
your way
managed.
out.
Sorry.
Good you didn't party your way out of school like many college students. All right, you give me some background.
My friend here, Dan Falcone, he's a typical Jersey Shore spoiled rich kid. You know, always had everything handed to him on a platter. Never seen him take responsibility for anything in his life, at least as long as I've known him. You know, he's...
That upsets you?
Oh, yeah.
Why?
Oh, yeah. Because he's dragged me around with him.
That makes you look rich.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he piggybacked. He spent the night on my couch in my studio apartment in New York City for 6 months. Never offered to pay
more like
rent.
3.
Not once.
It was
now he
like
wants to talk
It was
about,
6 months.
Now he wants to talk about how you were able to provide him with that generosity.
Seriously.
After he uses it up.
He's never held it over my head.
Exactly.
Did he ever imply or do things that gave you the impression he was envious of your privilege?
He took my Gucci watch when I asked him to pay for rent. Right before I finally kicked him out, he took my watch, and I would think that was something he was trying to take from me.
Did you help with the rent those 6 months?
I mean, I gave him money when I could. I wasn't very happy with my situation. It's not like, you know, I would have had my own place.
All right, let's start with you on the damaged property you're suing for.
So we went out to the bar. He came and visited me out in Portland because we were friends at this time back in 4th of July weekend. And he flew in from Portland, and I haven't seen him in probably a couple years. And so we wanted to go out and have fun. And once we got home, we started reminiscing about college and started talking about the good old times. And I had to admit to him something that's been on my brain for a while that's kind of like been, you know, I've been thinking about. And I told him that back when we were all living together, me, him, and his girlfriend, we're all 3 of us living in the same apartment. When he was gone one day at work, me and his girlfriend slept together.
And
I forgot to tell you, I mean, every time we were going out at the bars, he's been with her for 5 years.
After that? She stayed with him after that?
She did because...
How long? How much longer?
She was basically paying his rent when we were living there, too.
How much longer did she stay with him having
probably another 6 months.
Okay, because I know men are dogs. I know you're a dog, and so that's why you did it.
She was the one who initiated it. She knew he would come home at night. He would be out with his coworker, who he was sleeping with as well.
So that made her get hot for you.
Yes. I
All
think so.
right. You don't come home on time. He's supposed to be in at 10. He comes in at 11.
Responsibility.
So come on.
The responsibility? What would you know about that? Jesus.
And so what happened? Obviously, he damaged your property in some way.
Yeah, actually, as I said before, he has a rage problem. First thing he could grab was my laptop and slams it against my TV, against my wall, starts punching holes in the wall, starts damaging anything that he could find, starts throwing stuff on the... I don't want to swear, I'm sorry, but starts throwing everywhere and starts breaking glasses.
You didn't want to, but you couldn't help yourself. like with his girlfriend, you couldn't help yourself. There's a lot of areas in which you can't help yourself. Go ahead.
She was very good looking, too.
I'm not going to even ask you
sorry.
what you just said, because I don't want his temper to flare again. What is that on there? Get the calculator or something? Let's get everything away from him.
Okay, I'll
Yes.
We were kids. We were kids back then. I mean, it's past.
clean.
He's clean. All right. The stuff you talking over here, he's about to send him off again. All right. And so obviously some of the property was damaged beyond repair, and
Yes.
you want reimbursement. What items are they?
I have, it's a flat screen TV and a MacBook Apple. I have the receipt for the MacBook, and then I have the TV comparison and
All
the
right.
picture of the laptop.
Sir, what do you say to this?
Well, I mean, it wouldn't have happened had he not provoked me. I never asked for any of this information. It's not
Sometimes
like
you have to hold things in.
Yeah, why did you do that? Why didn't you just blurt that out? After how long?
Can I tell
it
you
was
why?
like 10
How long
years.
has it been?
Say it's about almost 10 years. It was something, I mean, I had it on my...
He's always had this thing where he provokes people for his own amusement. Of course, you know, when we were kids, it was entertaining. It was,
Yeah.
you know, it was funny. But grow up, Dan. You're a big boy now.
Talking
Can't
about
just
it
go
was-
around provoking people without consequences.
You
His
that,
jacket.
talking about, that was 10 years ago, and suddenly on your mind, you're talking about you gotta come to this man. You should have just went to the to mass and confessed. Go to the preacher and get in the booth and say, Pastor, I have sinned. What have you done? I slept with my man's girlfriend. I'm low. I'm as low as you can get. All right, sir. And what do you say? You say it's because he provoked you? Did you go as ballistic as he said?
Right, I did. You're right, I did. I do it
You all
again.
just can't stop
I mean,
cursing.
Excuse
Go
me.
ahead. What else? You say you
I do it
right.
again.
You did.
I mean, I do it again. He had no reason, no right, no rhyme. Why?
I'm glad
Why,
you didn't
Dan?
hit him.
Yeah, it was
Well,
close. It was getting there. I had to kick him out of the apartment, somehow shove him out. It was
Yeah, like I said,
turned
we're not
fuzzy
kids
red.
anymore. I removed myself from the situation.
All right. Well, your
forced
defense.
out. You didn't remove yourself. You were forced
Sure.
out.
Your defense today is you were provoked. Unfortunately, that is not a legal defense to acts of violence. He made me mad, so I should not be held accountable for the violence I committed against him. That's hard. That's a hard one there to maintain, but that was 10 years ago. Where's she at? What's her deal?
I don't know. We're not really Facebook friends anymore.
All right, judgment for the plaintiff. Have a good day.
I'm just
You're a
I'm
scumbag, dude.
I-
You're a scumbag.
Whatever, man. I'm just I got the money back.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
That's all I care. I care about my
Sure,
work
real
and my
happy
property.
right now. Way to
Dude,
go.
you're such
Big boy Dan.
whatever. You know, we slept together a couple times.
Sure,
you know?
sure.
So just to let you know that it was more than one time that I told you about.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was actually for a couple months.